Welcome back, Renegal. Oh boy, what a mess. Let's see if we can gently encourage them not to go this way. I'd love to know why these cars are driving down here. Unless they're going to work. Wait, what? What? Oh my god. They always load on the right side and they always go anti-clockwise. So to solve that one, we need to do this. This is a mess. No matter what you do, you can't stop the yellow trucks from looping. Like, they come in, and you'd think they can just drive straight in there, but they can't. They have to do this, because they want to load from the right. Well, why don't you... This junction actually slows everybody down on the highway. It should really build like a full one-way expressway. See, in Skylines, if I want to create a highway, I can drag that out and then reverse it back. I can drag that out and then right-click and it'll swap the one-way system back. Can't do it in this. Or if you want to make a one-way from the side, you can, Baz. But the problem is, if I, like, in Skylines, I can control the junction here. So if I have a one-way going to there, they'll still turn left. I can't stop them doing it. That sound is definitely bugged. Okay. Should help a bit. I meant for the yellow line, make them come into the depot on the other side and then exit the other side, basically opposite to the orange trucks. Rip this guy. Let's put a piece of road back just for him. That's another thing in Skylines. I can delete this road and then it'll just pick the trucks and just fly them into the next bit of road. In this, you physically can't delete that road until that vehicle's gone. It thinks the Shanghai food line's broken. So now, how do we connect this to the highway? That's the question. In TF1, you can delete the traffic. So we can put vehicles back on the highway that way. Just go bang. Coming in, I suppose we could tunnel underneath or something. Why are you trying to do that? Let's get rid of that. See that for a second. Let's see how that gets on. Big Bad Moa, happy holidays. I'd say Skyline's one-way sophistication's a lot better. Like, what you can do to micromanage traffic is way better in Skylines. Where's it getting being a scumbag? It still wants to loop the loop. If you first lay one train track and place the road parallel to both sides, it's a bit neater. You need to work out how you're going to cook for 18 people on a 5-hob cooker on Christmas Day. 18 people. I think people are going to have to wait. Just get a couple of microwaves. Yeah, but Baz ain't going to do that. It's ridiculous. It's actually ridiculous. Forgot about that bit.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
These grain trucks are driving all the way down there, then coming back up here, then going in that way. Red Devil, thank you for 2 years. Enjoy the golden acorn, mate. Thank you. Right. So now we can do our bus thing. Anchor to Shanghai. Let's call them Flixbus. Anchor to Shanghai Flixbus. Bright green. Right, where's our new super duper? It thinks it's a tram at the moment. What's the fastest we can get? Top speed of 100 Ks. 60 or 70 electric. It's going to have to be diesel. Hello and welcome to Flixbus. It's just an army of them. Look at this, some of them are going that way. See if we can bring that down from 2,500 on Shanghai. Nice. See if anybody actually gets on the bus at some point. Yeah, that's true, it is. Quite right. What on earth is that? That was some weird shenanigans going on there. Like a broken car wash. This thing needs more grain. Here, blimey. We need to get that grain into here so that we can feed Shanghai. Short boat trip. I suppose it would work via boat, actually. Let's do that. I was going to train over the top, but, you know, meh. If we put it on this side, it'd be a bit more convenient, but I don't think we can. Wait, it's at the Panama Canal then, isn't it? Oh. That's too far away. There's a farm very close, but what? There's another one north of the current one. Alright, we'll grab this anyway. Thank you, Connor, for 44 months. Right, let's put a... Jakarta grain, I guess. I reckon one ship can do that. Right. So apparently there's another one north of here. That one, I'm presuming mean. You're going to buy TF2 later. Would you recommend anything? Pick the right vehicle for the job. Say if you want to get that grain in here, we'll have to bring it by road. I'm kind of tempted to see how it gets on with 2 farms first. You wonder when to make pizza. I'll be eating 4:45, Bez. Ben, it's still a good game. It just has some things that need to be adjusted, I think. You got home at 9 AM for a concert. That sounds like a rave party to me, not a concert. I think this platform's going to fill up. That should go up nicely. It's actually frustrating because one of these platforms I think can only hold at about 120, 160, I can't remember. These ships can take 250, which means these platforms can't even hold one ship worth of stuff. By the time he gets back, he can take all of this. Make the boat stop at 2 docks. I honestly don't know if that will work. We kind of tried it yesterday with trucks. Oh no, we tried it yesterday with ships, didn't we? And they didn't unload onto 2 platforms. Remember that. There you go. Now it's thrown it away. It's very frustrating. Mr. Heapster, thank you for 59 months. Have you received any PO box as I sent you a Christmas card? Heapster, I've got a few boxes. I did see a Christmas card, which may be yours. I can't confirm yet until I open them.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Capital Gaming, thank you very much for subbing. Welcome to the Nut House, sir. Where do you change your maintenance cost in TF2, Cuzzy? Go to your vehicle management. Click on something, and then click on this. Next to the paint icon, click on that, and it lets you configure the maintenance interval. I'm surprised, given how wonderfully designed the UI is, that you're struggling with that. Ooh. Flixbus has made 1.7 million. Look at this. Flixbus is a bit popular, not gonna lie. It's amazing how many people want to go to Ankara these days. Look at the state of this. That's nuts. Oh my god, we've got a 50-year-old train. Not yet as Cosmo guy. I don't know when they do it. train number 8. Conmat train. How old is your HS? It's a good question. $18 Still turning a profit. Tells me that's a bit too long. $2.4 million city-to-city tram highway. Which one? Yeah, I think with weight for full load, though, we can make it work if we just bring the length of the train down. But I'd still like weight. I'd like more control over weighting. They should spread out in a minute. That's quite a long run, that one. Oh, Andy, that's a tricky question, mate. If you've not played Transport Fever, I'd suggest go straight with 2, Andy. 1 has issues. Like, the industry can be broken. 2's arguably a bit easier to play as well. There's no squeal mod in TF1. Lol. Why do you move one grain train and make the other one longer? Because it has to go such a large journey. I'd rather have improved frequency of service. Because the reason that doesn't work, if you have a really long distance that you have to go to, and you put one train on it, by the time you've got back, this platform's generally overloaded, or by the time it's got to the destination, it's run out of stuff. So if you have two trains doing this, it works better than one big one doing that, because you just get better frequent delivery. But to make it work, like I just did then, to make it work, you need to be careful how long you make the train, because we can't manage this properly. Like this wait for full load thing, what this means is wait until the train is fully loaded and wait for a maximum of 3 minutes, except when the factory produces a bit more fuel and throws it in the back, it resets that 3-minute timer. So what I want the train to do is come into this platform, wait until you get full, or 3 minutes have passed. But that's not what happens. The train waits until it gets full, but every time a bit of fuel gets thrown in the back, it resets the 3-minute timer. So in other words, it will just wait there until it is completely full, and it's really frustrating. And I really want them to change this or give me more options. So the way to solve it for now is have your train wait for full load, but reduce the consist down a bit so that it doesn't wait at the platform for like half of a year or something daft. So I'm just monitoring, seeing what it's doing. It should leave now. Although it's not leaving. Why are you not leaving? Maybe just wait for full load, Annie. That'll do it. But yeah, you've just got to keep your eye on these things. But that full load thing caught me out so much when I started playing this game. Actually, what I should do is tweak this so it only takes fuel. And the way you can do that is say, well, when you get to Shanghai branch, I don't want you to load anything, I want you to only load fuel. So now I've got two trains, in comes the second one. And this way I get a frequent service. But if I made this too long, he'll wait here too long. Z Salt, by default, a vehicle will take whatever it can carry. So this vehicle has tanks on the back. And tanks can transport crude oil, or fuel. So when it pulls into here, it's capable of taking any of those three substances. If it detects at the destination that it can deliver fuel and oil, it'll take it. Because there's a customer for it. By default, it'll do that. The only way you can stop it doing that is to literally tell it in the filters, load this. Don't load that. I think Flixbuster's gone crazy. Okay, we got it under control here. We've made 2 million in the first year on Flixbus. Jack Garrett, thank you very much for gifting 5 subs, sir. 3 brand new subs and 2 resubs. Thank you very much. Don't forget to give him a thank you if you just got a sub, guys.
Welcome to the Nut House.
Let's see how the grain situation's doing. So he's now waiting for him to fully load up. And this is what it breaks down, right? Because I can't control the size of this ship. it takes 252. So if I tell it to wait till full, it will sit here and wait till full. If I have one ship on this line, this platform, by the time it gets back, this platform is overloaded and the farm starts to throw the grain into the water. So we're losing profit. So it's too far for one ship to do. If I put two ships on the line, then it spends such a long time waiting till full that this one is burning money. Right? So the way to solve this, because we know that the output of that can never increase, we can actually tune it. So what we actually want to do is have two slightly smaller ships. In the same way that you would have a train and just remove some of the gondolas off the back and adjust the size of it. We can't do that with a ship, so we have to change the ship. So that one can take 252 and it goes 32 kilometers an hour. So instead of that, we could have one that takes 326, but that won't work because the platform can't deal with it. We could go with the Viola, which can carry 240, which is only slightly smaller than that, so that's not worth it. Axle P, 220. What I actually want is a faster ship. I actually want something a bit smaller that's a bit faster. And it doesn't exist. So the best thing we can probably do is just go with Axle Ps. Because the running cost of an Axle P is 378. And the running cost of one of them is 478. So at least when it's sat here in the water, it's burning less money. Yeah, the load percentage will basically allow you to tweak how much it will take. So if you have a train with multiple consists on it, you can tell it load 50% that, load 50% that. Yeah, the Axle P can carry it. Carry all that stuff. Pretty much everything except liquid. Well, I could use 80% load, get the extra 2 miles per hour, but my running costs are still 178 grand more a year. And I can never get the right profit for that ship because I can never fill it up. I'm only ever taking 4/5 of the cargo. I would rather run a cheaper ship. There you go, look at that now. Now Shanghai's getting fed. Feels bad is insane. I don't want to create a Flixbus between that because I've already got a train passenger line. You have to be careful about things like that, lead shop. If you already have a passenger service between two cities, say by train, and then you bring a bus one in, what do you think is going to happen? What we do need is one between Ankara and Jakarta. If we can get stone to here, we can grow that. Does anybody see stone anymore? There's a quarry there. It's a bit far. Blimey. There are 4 stone quarries on the entire map. And that's probably the most accessible. What's up, Wyland? Both lines lose profit because some passengers prefer faster. Yep, that's exactly what happens. You just take passengers away from your train line onto your bus line. And your trains are so expensive, you'll lose a lot of money. Interestingly, there's a quarry here where you could just run the conmat straight there. That didn't sound good. That wasn't a "you got mail" sound. That was a "there's a problem." Right, that's the stone. Ooh, that might be too far to direct connect. Screen freeze. Ah, that's what it was. I told you it wasn't a good sound. I told you. Let me save this. That's the sound of OBS going. Whoops, OBS has crashed. Would you like to copy the crash log to the clipboard? Yeah, go on then. Why not? Fine here, Bigfoot. Are you having a giraffe, mate? Okay, so the error was failed to recreate D3D11. So that's DirectX 3D11. Failed to create input layout. The more you know. I might have to restart the game to get it to recognize. I was looking at your camera. Are you watching me or are you watching the game? Oh yeah, I'll update my BIOS, Whiteland. In fact, if I update my BIOS, do you think I can stay live, Whiteland?
Welcome back, Nutter.
Durable, welcome back. Imagine the day when the graphics look like this. All this kind of foggy effect.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Surviving Mars, yeah. That's got a learning curve as well. For sure. Right, there we go. Anyway, as I was saying, I don't think we could link this. We'll see. Suits you, sir. Hang on, we did this. There are new games for 2020 you can't wait to try. Well, yes. Microsoft Flight Simulator. Okay, that's connected. PMDG and Microsoft Flight Sim. Do you reckon PMDG will move the planes onto Microsoft Flight Sim? Kerbal Space 2. I'll definitely try Kerbal Space 2. They already announced that. Interesting. So Bob says unlikely, but Bigfoot said they already announced it. Interesting. PMDG, yes, they're doing it exclusive. What do you mean exclusive? What does that mean? Exclusive to what exactly? The 737 NGX will be on the FS 2020. Nice.
Happy anniversary, Nutter.
Con mats are needed right here. Means they're dropping X-Plane. Not sure about Lockheed. Oh, you mean they were porting stuff over to X-Plane, but now they're not? Is that what you mean? Start to wait till full. Right. So we'll use both platforms. Spread the load a bit. Are we carrying on and moving to Sunday Night Trucking at 5? What do you want to do? What do you want to do? Do you want to go trucking at 5 or do you want to carry on? Christmas deliveries hype. I would say, just looking at chat, Sunday Night Trucking is probably about 70-30. Poll it, Whiteland. Poll it, mate. Is my polling thing even working? I think Jure said it was. Let's see if I can get it working. The poll's open, but it's not showing it on screen. Why is it not showing on screen? Try voting. Exclamation mark vote space TF2 or exclamation mark vote space SNT and see what happens. Well, I try and work out why it's not on my screen right now. At the moment, actually, I'll show you the result at the end. That way you can't keep swapping your vote around. We need a depot. Okay, we need to get these guys going, so we'll release them for now. Are you guys voting? Exclamation mark vote space SNT for Sunday Night Trucking. Exclamation mark vote space TF2 for Transport Fever 2. Now, Zenem, don't be influencing voting. Right, well, at the moment, it's 56% SNT. That's closer than I thought it was. Wait, was the other one gone? What the? Why does this guy do that?
Happy anniversary.
What universe does that make any sense? Look, this guy goes straight down here, and this other one just goes, yeah, that way's definitely quicker. Now, Ruben, you know how this works, mate. It's a democratic dictatorship, Ruben. That's what it is. It means I give you a vote, and then I do whatever I think I should do, or whatever I feel like doing. That's a democratic dictatorship. Exactly. El Squirrelo. That's how it works. Right, I'm going to close the poll. Reset. 57% is what it finished on. That's very close. What should we do? What should we do? Let's do some trucking. We've played this game Friday, Saturday. Let's change gear. See what I did there? Let's change gear and do some trucking.